Coach Brohm, Purdue. How we doing?
Good.
Good. Media day been treating you okay?
Yeah, that's good.
Not too bad.
Nah, I'm ready to wrap up. Once we got to Indy, this is much easier than Chicago.
That's what I've heard.
We get in and get out. Obviously, it's an easy drive for me, so I drive down in the morning, go right back.
Nice. I talked to Aidan O'Connell today. I talked to Payne Durham. Good guys. Enjoy those guys. You ready to get Aidan slinging the rock, trying to get that Heisman campaign going, or what?
Well, he did play at an elite level in the last half of the season. He's worked hard. We need him to play well in order to win. He's become a great leader of our team. Him and Payne Durham on offense really have just done a great job of leading by example and with their work ethic and being great teammates. So we hope to put him in a position to succeed. We hope to obviously to have great success. You got to win football games, so that means being good around them. But starting off week 1 at Penn State at home will be the challenge. If we can figure out a way to win that, then you never know what can happen for Aidan.
You guys have been pretty good under the lights at Ross-Ade against some ranked opponents and everything. Yeah, it's kind of like the dungeon of death for Big Ten teams. Do you feel like you have corralled that atmosphere, brought in the Brohm squad, if you will, to make it difficult for people?
Well, we've had some fortune in those games to just kind of build on the atmosphere that we had, because our fans love great opponents. They love seeing good football. They've really shown out in full force. Our players appreciate that. They understand it makes them want to work harder, play harder. But when you play great opponents, you get up for it, and you realize you got to really do a lot of things well in order to win. And we've just been fortunate enough to be aggressive, take a few chances, and it's helped us with some big victories.
That video that they play at Ross-Ade on the big screen before the games, it features a speech from you. You kind of toss a chair. Is that what is it only for the ranked opponents that we're tossing chairs? Is it a different thing we're tossing for each pregame speech?
Well, in my head coaching career, I really feel like I've had about 3 or 4 tremendous, or in my opinion, really good speeches to get ourselves ready to play.
Okay.
As I look back in those 3 or 4 games, we haven't performed well. So, while I think the speech as well, I realize, they probably could care less what I'm saying. I think they're ready to play. But sometimes when we take the field for warm-ups, I try to get a pulse of the team, and if I don't think they're mentally ready, I try to just make sure that's going to happen. You don't want to cheat yourself. You want to play confident, but football is a different sport. You got to be aggressive. You have to have the mindset to get it done. You can't start slow, or the game can be out of hand. So it's really just to kind of make sure we're mentally ready to play.
Gotcha. Last year, your post-game speeches were kind of going viral. I don't know if you saw that or not, but the how about them Boilers? That was kind of the rally cry. Everybody's getting fired up with that.
Well, we had some exciting wins, and when you do that, it makes a lot of people happy, and we definitely want to enjoy all the wins we can get.
Definitely. When you were walking up, you said, "Is this Coach Saban? Is this Coach Fisher that we're talking to here?" And I appreciate that. And I told you I was, still trying to get down the drawl of you a little bit that you got going on there. Would you mind if I did an impression of you eventually? Would that be welcome, or would you be kind of like, "Hey, why don't you watch it a little bit"?
Well, no, I don't mind that you do an impression of me. I don't know if anyone else would want to see that. It would spark as much interest, but you've done some really good ones.
Thanks.
And I don't want to bring the value of those down by doing me.
What will happen though if you get here on the first Saturday of December? You get to the Rose Bowl. Those are all things that people would be that's ready to see, right? I was talking with. Well, first of all, do you want any beef jerky? You hungry?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. I was talking with Payne, and he had some jerky.
I'm sure he did.
He did. I said he's kind of the face of beef jerky, right? It looks like he could be the mascot for a beef jerky company. What would be, if you're going on the road, let's say you're leaving here, going up to West Lafayette, you need just a little snack. You stop at a gas station. Give me a drink, 2 snack items that you're getting for the road to get you there.
Well, I used to enjoy a lot of really calorie-filled, tasteful items.
Sure.
And then, 3 years ago, I tried to kind of say, you got to cut back on this sugar. You got to watch what you eat. So for right now, I try to mix in an Arnold Palmer. So for me, a unsweet tea, half, and then a half lemonade. Little calories is fine, but even no calories. And then just something as simple as a peanut butter cracker.
Like we're talking like Nutter Butter?
Nutter butter if they haven't, but even just a traditional 6-pack of the mini peanut butter crackers.
Oh, okay.
And try to keep it at that.
Simple. Gotta watch it. I gotta watch my figure too. I feel ya. People give me a hard time on the internet, call me chubby face, so I gotta watch it. I feel that. We got the West Coast coming in to the Big Ten, and I'm curious, as a head coach who's out there recruiting, how does that change for you? How does that make it to where you're going out and recruiting more to California with USC, UCLA, the likes joining the conference? How does that change the recruiting landscape for Purdue?
I don't really think initially it'll change our recruiting landscape a whole lot. We definitely have concentrated in the state of Indiana, the surrounding area. We've dipped down in Texas a little bit, down south a little bit, even to the east occasionally. Really haven't dipped out west a whole lot unless there's some type of connection or if it's a quarterback. We're excited about those two teams, the addition. I think it'll add a lot of value to our conference. It'll add some exciting games, some exciting venues to play in for our players and fans.
Sure.
It'll really add a lot of competitiveness to the conference. So that part will be exciting. Now, once that happens, then yes, maybe it is something that you venture out that way. But for us, I think we feel good about what we're about at Purdue, where we have built relationships, who in the past has helped us and that we trust as we go into recruiting. And that's one of the most important things, is trusting some of the opinions you get on the student athletes you're recruiting, and then definitely doing your research.
Right. Last thing, I saw Coach Harbaugh. He was up at the stand yesterday, and he kind of laid out 4 things for Michigan that he said, if we do these 4 things, that's what we'll consider to be a successful year. What are the 4 things for Purdue that you look at going into a 2022 season or any season where you say, if we do these 4 things, that's going to be the goal for this year?
Well, I'll answer that 2 ways. One, kind of the goals we always have. We want to try to win all of our home games. We always want to win our rivalry games, which is Indiana and Illinois. And then we want to try to get to the Big Ten championship. And those are things we always talk about one day throughout the year. That's it, and then put it away. As far as what we need to do, I think winning for us will take all 3 components playing at a high level. We improved last year on defense. We've got to continue to make that improvement, be aggressive in our approach, get more turnovers, hit the quarterback more, and I think that's going to be very important. I think special teams is vital. We improved some. Do we need to improve more? Yes, we do. We need to be more consistent in certain areas. So we need to find a way to gain an advantage every game in special teams. And then I think when it comes to offense, we've shown we can do some things, but I think winning commands the offense to do what's best for the team. So occasionally we may have to slow things down. Occasionally we may have to, run the ball to control the clock. Occasionally we may have to, not just be concerned about the big play and the exciting play, and just be consistent in our approach. So all those things matter. I think they all add up, and we've identified those, this past year of ways to improve and get better.
Coach, thanks for the time, as always. Hope I can make it up to I got a baby boy on the way next month.
Congratulations.
So, thank you so much. It's going to be tough for me to get up to West Lafayette with the newborn, but we're going to try our darndest because we want to come up there and see y'all play. So best of luck this year.
You can make it. Get up here and see us, buddy.
Awesome. Yeah. Right. Coach Brohm.